Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Friday, March 3rd, 2023. It's 10 a.m. exactly here in the Arizona desert, and the market is interesting. Traditional markets, the indexes looking kind of good. Let's check out things and just see what's going on. We'll rock through pretty quick. It's a Friday, and well, there you have it. So, BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. Check it out. All right, looking at FinViz here. The Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P all up. Dow up 0.74, Nasdaq up 1.32, S&P 500 up 1.07. I like seeing that. Looking at the S&P 500, nice green day. Apple in the green, Tesla in the green, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Meta up 5% today. Jeez. Anyway, so there you go. Hardly any red sectors really, except, well, the railroads, and that's kind of how it rolls. Healthcare plan's not doing too well today. Anyway, in general, what's up with that? Is that Costco? Costco, wow, down 3% today. Wonder what's going on. Anyway, with that said, S&P 500 pretty darn good today, and that's in general usually good for Bitcoin. Here's kind of the big story. Last 24 hours, 233 million REKT. That's kind of just dumb, honestly. I think that the dump we saw yesterday was probably exchanges wiping out longs. I mean, who knows exactly, but in general, I do believe there were a lot of longs stacked up, and well, they make money when you lose money, and they made money. So anyway, massive dump of about two 15-minute candles. Well, two 15-minute candles basically. We'll look at that, but definitely it was a carnage day. The exchanges, by the way, are flush with money right now. Whose money? Derivatives money. As always, have your stops in and don't try too hard, especially with leverage. All right, now with that said, looking at the crypto universe though, the big indexes might be doing pretty well, but in general, crypto market not too incredible. I do see that Frax is up, and I'm not even going to really bother looking too close at the alts. We'll just check out the big picture here. But in general, MKR is in the green. We'll look at, PAXG. You know what? PAXG versus BTC could be a trade today. Let's see who else. Maker, MKR is doing well. That one tends to run. And Frax. We'll check out Frax. That one's kind of interesting. But in general, we'll also look at some of the other ones that tend to run when the market's down. I have a list of those. We'll check them out real quick. Looking at Bitcoin trading volume explicitly, it's coming in right now at 10. There we go. The latest number is 10.6 billion. Not bad for a Friday. So definitely people are doing stuff in the market. These are 15-minute candles here, and you can see yesterday what happened. It's basically all of about two 15-minute candles, a little bit of a third 15-minute candle. So pretty much it's about half an hour, then about maybe 15 minutes to sort of recover. Of course, it recovered low. And if you ask me, this is a 15-minute chart. You're looking at a bar pattern, which will probably complete pretty soon. Longs to completely annihilated. It was not very fun to see. Massive sell pressure. What for? And how can it possibly happen in two 15-minute candles just perfectly? And the third one, I almost just would say that was just when velocity was slowing. They were already out. They knew what was going on. Like, where exactly did that stop? Right at about 23,328. So that's probably where the those in the know had their buys in, or whatever, or they killed their shorts. Anyway, it stopped right there, and as you can see, it definitely has been going sideways ever since there. This one candle, that 15-minute candle, was probably just the market just resettling. Then it pumped up, but look at that, right where it stopped is right where our baseline is right now. Perfect plan. That's not organic. That's like thinking chemtrails are are not real. I mean, whatever. That's yeah, somebody wanted to wreck some longs, and my golly, did they ever. 230 million worth of longs wrecked. All right. And that Bart Simpson pattern will probably complete. In the shorts, people are going to be like, yeah, man, I'm shorting. I got my gangster outfit on and my gaming chair. I got my hot pockets. I'm shorting. And they're going to wreck your ass too, So just, not financial advice or trading advice. I'm not a life coach either, but you know what the best thing to do? Nothing. Just chill and let the market recover a little bit. All right, with that said, looking at the top 20 exchanges, all beautifully in the green. Definitely people are doing stuff today. That's spot trading pairs. Derivatives, 47 billion. up 29% on 24 hours. Most likely that is a bunch of either longs or shorts getting added up. I need to actually start looking at that and get a real good count of longs versus shorts, the actual amounts and such like that. If anybody knows how I can get a real good quick view of longs versus shorts on just Binance, good enough. I'd like to actually do that. I think there's a chart you can get BTC long, BTC short, and I think you can actually see. Maybe we'll take a look at that real quick before we go. We'll see which way it's stacking up, but definitely people are going to try again, and we'll see. Maybe they're doing the right thing. Would you long right now, or would you short? I have a feeling people are going to start shorting, and then boom, they're going to complete that Bart Simpson pattern, which tends to often happen on 15-minute charts, by the way, very, very perfectly. You can see it. So chill, people. All right, Bitcoin coming in at 22,377. Might be down a little bit today, but remember, not too long ago, it was like a 12. It was a 12%. It was at 12,000. You remember that when it was like hanging out at 12,000 for a while? So it's up. Mutable X, which stopped me out, this evil coin the other day, is in the green. Looking at the top 100 IMX, I may even try it again because I'm a glutton for punishment. But Mutable X does tend to move up. So does Maker, MKR. It tends to move up. Don't know anything about Casper Network. Trust Wallet tends to move up. Optimism is not in the green. Anyway, pretty rough day in the market. I think we're going to, as the day progresses, it's still young here on the in Mountain Standard Time, especially in Pacific Standard Time. I think we're going to see some of these guys start turning green, but I'm not too sure. We need to look at what Bitcoin's doing. I think people are kind of waiting for Bitcoin to make its move before they're certain, except for those billions in longs and shorts that people have piled back into on Binance. Anyway, looking at longs versus shorts on Binance, obviously 61% long, 38% short. So definitely a long bias on Binance, which there was before this dump, and now it's still there. So people are probably super sure it's going to go up this time. So anyway, for Ethereum, 56% long, 43% shorts. Short, not that exciting. A slight long bias for Ethereum. Definitely is for Bitcoin. But really, 69%, pretty much 70% long, 30% short. That's interesting. So ultimately, you can see where you've got, what is that? Like it says here, like that's 600 million billion, or is that says hundreds, tens, millions? Anyway, 1.6 billion, I think it is in longs right now, and then 717 million short, 1.6 billion longs on Binance. So definitely people are stacking up for that sweet completion of that bar pattern, and we shall see how that rolls. This is a fib sequence that I've done for quite some time now. Really, you can. Oh, sorry if you couldn't hear me there too well for a minute. Anyway, I think if we look here, this is going way back to March of 2020 when we hit the 3K range. This subsequence in general has worked pretty well. And one thing I noticed is that here on a 3-day chart, our indicators are beginning to roll over a little bit. Squeeze is not, but the directional index is definitely kind of rolling over. Volume not that great. Maybe we're going to head back down to that 786 again. It's very possible if we keep this downwards momentum, go back to the 786 and play around there for a while before moving up or whatever. But one thing I did notice that did speak to me here is this. Let me turn off the ATR cave here so you can see a little better. Let me even turn off this. Boom, just so you can see all this clearly. This is the 618 golden pocket right in here. And I think it's worth noting that the 618 golden pocket has really come into play before. I mean, look at that, where it was riding it. It even waked right down to the bottom of the 618 golden pocket. So in a way, here we were, riding the 786. Concerned me that I got below it for a while, but it was still, hitting it, trying to break above, and it did. This was a risky period right here, kind of between like 9th of November 2022 and January 10th of Wednesday the 9th of 2022 to Tuesday the 10th of January 23. This was quite dangerous when we were hanging out below the 786. But anyway, we did break above it powerfully. And if you look, there's a 618 golden pocket, which has played a role before. And you could almost call this a rejection of that. I know it's a ways from it, but still, it's going to probably work on challenging it for a while, and maybe it'll break right above. Certainly could, but this dump right now, it's kind of in a logical spot. I think we may have a little bit of a battle. You know, we're gonna probably try to work on that thing a little bit before we actually break through it if we continue up. You know, it's a big deal. We might even get in it and kind of do something like this, you know, and then break above it, or just, you know, forget it all over. Yeah. But anyways, let me go right here. This is the 45-minute chart for immediate price action. And really, let me actually go to the real quick to the 15-minute chart just so you can see that rump. Look at that. Dang it. Wish it was something I could just, that never happened again. Okay. You can see right here, really, that dump happened in half an hour, 2 15-minute candles. This was pretty much just the market recovering. And it's just so amazing if you look at it that it actually, let me actually do a ray. Here we go. Horizontal ray right here at the bottom of this candle. Boom. Look at that. And it's been riding right along there. You know, there's a little recovery. That's just too dang perfect. You know, that's just impossible. And look at the perfection of that. 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay, everybody. All right. Okay. Sideways. Look at that. I mean, if there ever was a more glorious, beautiful manipulation, I think this might be one of the most beautiful, perfect manipulations that I have ever seen. I mean, there you go. You can really see it there. Just perfectly sideways. So are we going to move up from here? One thing I would say, if I was a crazy person, and I kind of am, I did actually buy some. I hedged in some, and I pretty much put my stop right below this this mid range here, just 1% or 2 below it, because we're either going to, you know, keep going sideways, dump, or pump. Something's going to happen, and you know, my guess would be not financial advice, by golly. I mean, but I would say, I mean, if we look at kind of just the way things tend to roll, it really would not surprise me if we bar right above like that. You know, it just would not surprise me one bit. And we're getting some energons this morning here, looking at the 15-minute chart. So we're going to go back here, get all of our fancy indicators back. Yeah. So right now, here's the thing: 15-minute chart is kind of showing the truth. And it's kind of funny, since this really seemed to be timed around the 15-minute chart, I'm going to go with the 15-minute chart. We'll also look at the half-hour chart. That might be one to see. But basically, we're back in the green for the squeeze indicator. Directional index is moving towards the positive. Volume is, you know, lessened, of course, but you kind of got to expect that because, well, boom. We're starting to get some little sparks in volume here. We're going to complete this BART pattern. I'm kind of betting that we are, and I have my stop right below this mid-range, this level, which this like manipulation level right here, which comes in at, what is it exactly? It is, if I look at it, it's 22,328. So I have like my stop at like 22,300 basically, because really we're either going to move or we're not. So if we perk up, great. Indicators overall are looking like we're gonna. Let's look at a 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. Okay, it's still 30-minute chart kind of shows really good timing here. Also, you can see bonk bonk. You know, 30-minute chart. I like what I'm seeing. 30-minute chart. Squeeze is rolling over. Directional index is moving towards the positive. I like what I'm seeing there. You know, 45-minute chart. Bonk bonk. Perfect dump. Squeeze indicator is just starting to lighten up here, and directional index is going the right way. So you know, definitely this could be a Bart Simpson completion pattern. Would not surprise me. We are seeing more longs right now than shorts, definitely on Binance, where the big volume of money is. But we've got to watch out. You know, the manipulators could just as easily do this, honestly, as they do this. So, you know, be careful. There are some, you know, many. There's endless people who have these things in their mind. Some of them based on some kind of TA, some just based on opinion, some based on like what do they call it? Well, liquidity, but the repo market, you know, and liquidity it's putting. It all depends. Some people have valid reasons, but many people think we have to go to 20,000 or we have to go to 10,000. So anyway, just be careful, because definitely there is a sentiment that would back that up if we ended up dumping even further. I mean, even 20,000 would be a spot where people talk about the CMA futures gap, this, that, you know, so just beware. I kind of think things right now are looking like the CME, like not CME gap, futures gap, but it looks like a Bart Simpson completion is coming with these indicators. But do note, of course, that the big money that can manipulate like this can manipulate like this, and they can manipulate like this. So just be careful, because really we don't know what's going to happen yet. Not really. We'll see what happens. How about the hourly? How's the hourly chart look? Hourly chart, look at that perfect dump. Boom, all within an hour. Bam, and then back up. Hourly chart's beginning to go towards the positive. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, what kind of sucks is, and this is the thing, we were sort of right here, as you can see on the 4-hour chart, we were trying to push off of, we were trying to work off the student moving average. We've been kind of riding it for a while, up, up and down, up and down. We had some nice candles by Sam here. This is oftentimes pretty bullish, some nice energy in those upwards candles. That would tend to lend bullish to many people. Especially the Japanese candlestick gurus out there. Anyway, it looked like we were, on the better side of things, and the squeeze indicator was beginning to turn positive. Directional index was kind of indecisive. Had some volume spurts now and then, but then 4-hour chart, bam, total dump below the 200, below the 314, and now we're sideways. So, definitely, on the 4-hour chart, we shall see what happens here. Are we going to bar it back up? Or what, or not. If we don't, we could definitely also do that just as well. So be careful. I'm hedged with a tight stop. I'm betting on the traditional BART pattern closing. Maybe we'll even have an interesting trading weekend. That could definitely be the case. But whatever. There's longs that the exchanges wiped a lot of them. Whoever wanted to wiped them. Now there's more, but maybe they'll tolerate that and let it roll. Just beware, because this is interesting stuff. The world's in a weird place right now, so be careful, Bitcoin truth seekers. I'm betting on the BART, but we'll see how that rolls. Okay, with that said, let's keep on looking at things. Really, there's not an incredible amount of exciting alts today. There kind of are, but it's tough. So, like Ren versus Tether on KuCoin, it definitely dumped with Bitcoin recovered. But especially with Bitcoin being sort of indecisive right now, I think it's just kind of hanging there. It's like, what's this thing going to do? Do we really know? It's doing well, good indicators, but I don't know. I think, right now we're just looking, it's just beware. I really think Bitcoin's going to have to settle a little bit, either BART or not. Or here's one big one. PAXG exploded. This is a great trade. It's starting to lessen, so that's one definitely to is probably done. MKR, which oftentimes runs when the market does not. Oh yeah, went back. It's working off a previous high that it had now. Indicators look good, but I think until it breaks that previous high, I don't think it's really a great deal yet. You had to catch it on the way up. Frax versus USDT. It's only on goofy exchanges. Gato isn't too bad. Oh, this one's weird. This one is too weird for me to really deal with. Immutable X. Put it on KuCoin. It definitely had a beautiful. I've been kind of watching this one, trying to play it recently. It definitely wicked pretty hard this morning. That's kind of nice to see, but it dumped. Okay, yeah. So it moved up pretty hardcore, lots of momentum once Bitcoin got out of any. Anyway, sorry, I'm stammering, but nah, Immutable X. That's not very exciting. Not really, even on a 4-hour chart. How's that look? It could be bouncing off that 200, but I'm just not excited by it. Who else? Let's see. Let's get my notes here. Just look at the ones that sometimes run when Bitcoin, when the market is red. Yeah. Clay. Okay. Clay. No, that one's dead. SNX. USDT. Kind of exciting, but it's trailing off. AGIX, USDT. On KuCoin, how's that one looking? No, that one's dead. Done. FET, USDT. Look on KuCoin. Yep, that one's done. So who's exciting? Is anybody else? Anyway, guys, that's about it. I mean, looking at my, there are some versus ELF versus BTC. It's actually kind of in a good spot right now if it gets past that previous high. How about ENQ? ApeCoin, how you looking, ApeCoin? Nope. SNX once again. Nope. 4-hour chart. Nothing's very exciting. Nothing. That's just a lot of volatility for Bitcoin. I think the market needs to recover a little bit, and then we'll kind of see what happens. How about here? It's a bunch of pairs that I've got here. This is the just sort that by change in price here. I want to give this list away too much here, but versus BTC, actually, here's a nice one. WAN versus BTC. Squeeze indicators beginning to turn positive here in the 4-hour chart. Directional X is in the right spot. ADX is in the right spot. Seeing some volume come in. Let's look at a tighter time frame here, like a 45-minute for really immediate price action. Above the 200, pushing, retracing. Big volume coming in. This might be one to watch. WAN versus BTC. This could be a play. Trade at your own risk, of course, but this one to me is looking kind of interesting. This one actually could be a play. It might continue. You could almost, I like what I see here. If I was to do a parallel channel, I wanted to really, you might almost look at it like that. I think it's more like something like this, where it pumped, it kind of has a channel, it dropped it, it's trying to get back in. Indicators are looking good. How's it look on a 45-minute chart for really immediate price action? Yeah, I'd watch for this thing. I think it needs to get kind of past this. You can kind of do like a ray right here, boom. And you can kind of see where it's messing with a previous high, kind of. So, but it is bursting above it. I might watch this one today here, and I'm going to see if WAN here gets kind of substantially back in its upwards channel. If it kind of does something like this, like it gets in there, probably tests and keeps going, that could be a great trade if it rides the top back up. But it needs to get past that previous recent high. Or I think it's just going to do what it just did and then give it back. Anyway, I could look at coins all day. Kind of getting a little list. This is an older list of the ones that the blockchain education crew we're all working off of right now. We're using just Bitcoin pairs, but as you can see, many of these are here in the green. So there's a little. I don't want to show that list too much. I'm going to kind of hide it a little bit there so you can't see it. But anyway. Join the crew. Look over at bitcoindailyview.com. You can always join Blockchain Education, where you have a team to work with every day, and twice a week. Like last night, we were on a big Zoom call for like 2 hours, and we go through all these coins, and we all talk about setups. We're chatting in the group chat during the day, and really, I tell you, they also have some amazing automated trading action if you want to get involved in that. Great stuff. Join the team. Come in for the big win in 2023. We can all make money. It doesn't matter whether the market's going up or going down. You'll learn how to trade it either way. You can just sit back, watch many hours of trading videos, training videos that are actually exciting and powerful. You're actually learning, here's the stuff, and then also you really get into the weekly calls where we go over the methodology, all these coins in the method within the methodology that we use. So you get it just drilled in, and it becomes second nature. You start seeing the entire world in the blockchain trading methodology. And once you know it, it's yours. You've got it, and you can carry it out through life using regardless of what kind of trading you're doing. It's yours. You know it. You own it, and it will help you profit allegedly in the future. A little bit of news today. That wasn't, little fun news today. I don't want to go too deep into the news. Let's have some fun. A little bit of clown worldy kind of fun news today as we wrap things up for a chuckle. Chemtrail time lapse. Very, very interesting. It just makes you wonder, you know what I mean? Do you believe in chemtrails? Do you believe in them? I don't know. It's very interesting when you watch these videos. It sure is interesting how it all forms like that, Anyway, Though Robert Phoenix, the great astrologer, says 30 years of this crap. No wonder people are always sick. Not making any claims, just saying. That was just a commentary that I'm just saying. Anyway, 23 whales dead with only two wind turbines in place. I'm not even sure if this is true or not, but anyway, do you think wind turbines? How do wind turbines kill whales? Are they at sea? I don't know. Anyway, here's a fun one. Arizona school board member says district should reject hiring teachers with certain values because they're not safe. And she's wearing cat ears actually when she said that. So anyway, there's your clown world weird stories of the day. From Ronald Reagan, like him or not, doesn't really matter. He said something very important, and I think it really matters to the crypto truth seekers, and it is this. Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We don't pass it to our children in our bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same, or one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like to be the United States where men were free. Men and women were free. Anyway, doesn't matter what you think of Reagan. This is very, very true. And Bitcoin truth seekers and crypto truth seekers, remember, I think that crypto, especially Bitcoin, is the world's best shot at a truly peaceful revolution. We'll get to the root of these chemtrails and the darn dead whales. We'll fix stuff. We'll have a better monetary system. We'll have global peace. It's going to be wonderful. I actually do believe in a beautiful utopian future. For what that's worth, I believe in it, and I think that crypto is a big part of it. And for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, you do something good. Take care. I'm a mess today, kind of stammering. I'm glad the week is over. We'll see if we can make some money today, and we'll definitely see if we can make some money this weekend. I'll be on when I can, and I'll fill you in on how things are going.